Hi guys. Mimish, everything I say is not financial advice, my personal opinion. It's January 15th. Uh, T row shoots up. So does Russell. Dow Jones. Everything shoots up. Shoots up. Boom. Look at SPY. Boom. Whoa, 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 whoa. One bar reversal. I would never believe into Qs. Boom. Not so much on Merrick, which is good because I'm short on Merrick. Willing to break even. This 0.5 doesn't matter because we already activated the um, resistance zone. DTM is consolidating, whether accumulating or distributing. I would more so easier believe that it's 19th, that it's, I don't know. I want to think it's distributing or distributing, but I cannot make such a statement. That's like weird. Do we want it to break even just based off this chart? It's a weird volume on test. That's also fair to do this now. Tiro is doing good. I was very like I had a sleepless night. Not because of I was thinking, because of me thinking about this whole thing, but because due to other reasons. And I figure out that this 0.5 is only for this part of movement. So hopefully it's not a problem. So it's not this 0.5, it's this 0.5. But we are in a trade and we'll let it run. And we'll let it run. Maybe there was an entry point here in the morning. Ding, there was. Barely volume spring. Result is volume above us, test, resumption. So that was an entry. Probably wouldn't take because of the volume distribution. I think I wouldn't take. That's gone. And sign of shrinks moved here. Yandex. Nasdaq. Something like this. Yeah, I wouldn't be very. I'm not very excited about this setup. Not at all. Boom. It's down. It's down. Probably should. And so is Fang. Left me behind yesterday. Absolutely reckless. Reckless? Why did I say reckless? Absolutely ruthless is probably what I was trying to say. And it's good in continuation of the trend now. Volume distribution is still good. Yeah, probably could have grabbed it just here to this volume. Here's your um, unvolume top thrust. Volume, it's 2 bar up thrust. And that would sure need a test. Oops. Something interesting just happened. That sure needed a test. Because unvolumed. That sure needed a test. Or maybe, no, it didn't. Wait, never mind me. No, it didn't. It did not need a test. It's perfectly fine. That was a quick little trade. That's still going, and I think it will. Strengths, great weakness. That was a game on Fang. Not for me. Not for me. It's at the level right now. See, that's why we need a test on counter trend trades, on aggressive trades, and was it? Yeah, that needs a close manipulation signal. On monthly, and also comes to think of it, it's already corrected and it changed direction on correction. Yeah, I would be like super skeptical about anything around here because it's counter trend. On months, we need a close manipulation signal, and it changed. Why did it change direction on the day? So I think I would only consider anything from transition extreme for starters and something super quick. And also, this is on volume T1. Why do I say I'll only consider transition extreme and then go to 5 minutes? Just because of who I am. It's an area of improvement for potential growth. Arguably, Volume up thrust needed a test. That was a weak test, and this was an entry. I already went almost like its potential. I think this is too far. I wouldn't take it, and we need transition extremum and too many things that are hairy on that thing. I think it's gonna go, but without me. Because I need a transition extremum here. Counter trend. It does look like exhaustion volume. And it's counter trend. I already said that. What else can I add? It's not the biggest volume. This looks like it would. Oh, and that's not even the. Oh, never mind. It's on volume 2-1. Well, it's volumed because of this bar, but it's not the biggest volume. Nothing looks like an exhaustion. Yeah, it does not look like an exhaustion. Deviant goes to. That's good to take it just like this. I don't know what's the strength bar here. But it's good in continuation of the trend. It's a good place. Oh, never mind. This level doesn't work anymore because it bypassed. Yeah, it needs to come to the monthly level. Where's the monthly level though? Should be visible on day. Something is off. Oh, it's hour. Yeah, good volume. Good volume. But this level is done. The short wave doesn't make sense because it went back like 110%. That can be. So it's this situation. Yeah. What is going on here? Oof. Oof. Okay. Yeah, everything went. Oh, what could I do? What can I do? I needed levels. Levels. What's going on here? Okay, 0.5 is going on here. We're just loading. And it is in 0.5 now. Was it in balance? It wasn't. So it's at the levels right now. Does it make sense though? I don't think it does make sense because, well, and also this was significant bar. Was it in the middle of nowhere or was it at some level? No, it was in the middle of nowhere. Counter trend. Oops. My excuse not to trade it would be only to it's last hour of the day. Last hour of the day. And volume distribution is still good. However, if that is thought as the beginning of the correction, then there is no point of looking at it short. So yeah, if this is correction, then the charting of lower time frame contradicts the charting of the higher time frame. And that's the situation we have here. 19th, and that's a lot of volume. Hmm, interesting. Actually, it's a dodgy 21230, 21236, 21238, 21245. I don't know, you guys. And if it's short, then that level does exist. Yeah. Now let's let's keep it here. What is this continuation of the trend? Yeah. This continuation of the trend. It's stretched over. It's stretched. No, it still can go. That's what it is. So previous 0.5 is here. So this level would not be bad. Wouldn't be bad. Would not be bad either way. Yeah, it's all right. This thing is at the levels. It's cool. Counter trend. And no exhaustion volume. It's hairy, is all I'm saying. We need it to reverse. Once again, as I've told, I'm super conservative today because I severely underslept. That would suck if it doesn't go. I mean, I didn't take it, but I would have definitely taken it. And that was my chance, but after this volume, no. Casca is at the level. It's in 0.5. Should leave it alone. Boom. You see this guy? That was a trade, but especially on earnings, I would be like, I was sleepless regardless, but I would have been sleepless. And that's unvolumed. Spring. That's consolidating. And now it's gone. Uh, now it's gone. That was on the edge. It was a little too hairy. Yeah, it was here yesterday. Even with the test like this, probably, or just from here. Here it needed a test. Anyway, it's gone now. Continuation of the trend. Just goes unstoppable. This thing. Yeah, that's our last hours of the day. So one bearish and bullish is last hour of the day. So I wouldn't be worried about this too. Really. previous T2 is here. Still good in continuation of the trend, but so far, and definitely, yeah, no, it's not good for anything beyond its rotation point. Not on daily, not yet. On daily, it has room to go. Broke me even and went farther. I haven't here. Dun dun. Change direction. So yeah, this is our next level. Went up. Yeah. Market is still strong uh, in terms of the uptrends. We see sellers already, like more and more of those, but market is still strong for sure. It's in the balance, but I don't want to touch this counter trend balance. I don't. So let's see our losers gainers. Lily. Yes, fine. There is some redness on the market. You got some red. Maybe it's me being born and raised communist. Maybe that's why I like red so much, like short. I don't think, honestly, it's the reason. I think the reason is uh, that I grew up into a downfall of Soviet Union and huge economic, what do you call it, turmoil, turn down, meltdown, disaster. I grew up when everything was falling. Why do I not like this level? It's kind of all levels. Oh my gosh, I've heard the song from my childhood. Yesterday, maybe. My dad used to listen. I don't even know the performer, and I don't know the lyrics. I didn't know English yet. You probably know. You guys know. Yeah. Okay, let's see. And we are green. Cobra, that's right up my valley. This change of direction. We are at 0.5. However, this thing stands strong. There is no contradiction with the ooh, there's no contradiction. It's right there. It's not the biggest volume, and that assumed T1 is barely volumed. But yeah, I'll keep it open for funsies, but that's not where you're short. No. Yeah, this thing doesn't go. Neither does this. But this I would have avoided. But this, that was my guy. I would have taken it. I would have taken it. I think I would. Boom, you see? Now it's in an interesting place. It's counter trend. It doesn't need a closed manipulation signal. Resistance, 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 and transition extreme. That's what I call a perfect match. Volume is there. It doesn't make sense though, right? So volume is there though. I mean, resistance is the zone, but it's not like zone like this. So let it chill. You have to mellow. You have to chill. AMD. Interesting volume. It just went. How could I predict it here? No way. No way. It was earnings. Yeah, it was gamble. It was. Don't let me lie to myself. Uh, third level, unvolumed, one by reversal. Maybe not. I think that's all I have for you. Talking to myself, right? That's been defined already. I'm just sitting here mumbling something to myself. Casey watches. She sent me an email. Hey Casey, if you watch this, uh, I love you, bro. I hope you're green. I hope you're in green. Um, I haven't heard why did I disqualify. I got a lot of counter trend on my least recently. So I'm like, why don't add more? Let's not. Okay, so let's run my hourly watches one more time, just to, you know, just to have it. This is wild. And by the way, well, it's in the balance, but I don't want this. It's counter trend balance, so I don't want to get involved with this balance. I'm conservative. There's a famous Russian writer, Vladislav Pikul, who said famously that um, um, coward is the one who wasn't revolutionary in the use, and fool is the one who didn't become conservative in the later ages. I think it's a smart thing to say. Are we still? It's kind of good in continuation of the trend, maybe. This freaks me out. Makes me want to abandon the trade. That needs a level. To NASDAQ. It's already in the, we activated the selling, the resistance. So test. Yeah, no, I'm not excited about this guy at all. It's right there. It's volume. It's not that biggest volume. Or maybe it is. No, it's not. It's one of the biggest. It's equal. It's smaller by hair. They're in 0.5. Nothing critical here. Exhaustion volume. I don't know what am I not excited about. You still have bigger volumes, and it's right here, actually. The volume is here. You still have bigger volume here, but on earnings, it's a little steep, but short has to be steep. So this level, if it came to this level, maybe I would be more excited about it. And volume distribution is not right. So yeah, let's see what it has to offer, but I'd be super skeptical. And I am super skeptical about this guy. This guy. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. You know that song, especially if you're anywhere within the vicinity of my age group. That also needs a transition external. It doesn't need it close, but I mean, come on. You're not gonna do it like this. Hans is good. This volume, though, it's pretty brutal. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, we need the health. Da-da-da-da. Same here. Tone. Yeah, constraint only, please. Probably gonna break. Right? Why do I look at it? Ah, continuation of the trend, but it breaks the level, so yeah, it can go on the daily watch. Bye. Continuation of the trend. I have it open. Costco and Dallas reached its potential. Okay, so that's indecisive, and I'm glad I'm not on this one. That's two. Probably gonna close in a break. That has room to go, doesn't it? Or maybe not. Also not good for continuation of the trend. We reached the potential. So sorry. We exhausted the potential. Maybe it's a more proper way to say it. To convey my thoughts. Um, okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave you alone. I don't want this guy. You guys trade responsibly on your own. Own. Now listen to anyone no one knows anything. Learn and grow in the communities of like-minded people.